Hi there. My name is James from the free job interview training website megainterview.com. In this tutorial, I will teach you how to answer the interview question, "Tell me about a time you failed." So if you have a job interview coming up soon for any role or company, please make sure you stay tuned, because I promise to give you the best example answers to help you ace this interview question. And to achieve this goal, here is what I will discuss during this tutorial. To help you succeed in your job interview, I will discuss Number 1. Why the interviewer is asking you, "Tell me about a time you failed." Number 2. Important tips to answer this interview question confidently so you make a strong impression. Number 3. Top-scoring example answers that you can use to your advantage during your job interview. And finally, Number 4. I will tell you where you can find over 10,000 free interview questions and top-scoring example answers. Now, just very quickly, if you are new to the Mega Interview channel, please make sure you subscribe so that we can help you and other candidates pass your interview on the first try. We can only help you if you support the channel, so please give the video a thumbs up because it motivates us to keep creating content for you. Thank you. And now let's move on to why the interviewer asks you this question in your job interview. So let's start, and let me explain to you why the interviewer is asking you, "Tell me about a time you failed." Reason number 1. Assessing resilience. Employers want to know how well candidates can handle setbacks and failures, which are inevitable in any job. By asking this question, interviewers can gauge a candidate's resilience, problem-solving skills, and the ability to learn from mistakes. Reason 2. Evaluating self-awareness. A willingness to admit failure and learn from it is a sign of self-awareness, humility, and a growth mindset. Interviewers want to hire candidates who are not afraid to take risks, try new things, and learn from their mistakes. By asking this question, they can evaluate a candidate's level of self-awareness and willingness to improve. Let's now look at some important tips that you should focus on in your answer to this question. Here are 4 important tips that you should take into account, and after that, I will give you 3 top-scoring example answers. Tip number 1. Be honest and specific. Share a real failure that you experienced and explain the details of the situation and your role in it. Tip number 2. Focus on what you learned. Discuss the lessons you learned from the failure and how you applied them to future situations. Tip number 3. Show resilience and perseverance. Highlight how you bounced back from the failure and kept working towards your goals. And finally, tip number 4. Be positive and confident. Emphasize the positive outcomes that came out of the failure and how it helped you grow as a person and professional. In order to assist you in preparing for your interview, here are 3 sample answers. Please keep in mind that these responses are intended as examples, and that it is essential to customize your answers to meet the specific demands of the position for which you are applying. Tell me about a time you failed. In my previous role, I was tasked with launching a new digital marketing campaign for a client. I was confident in my strategy and execution, but unfortunately the campaign did not perform as well as I had hoped. We did not see the desired increase in website traffic or conversions. However, I did not let this failure discourage me. Instead, I took a step back and analyzed what went wrong. I realized that I had not conducted enough research on the target audience and had not effectively communicated the campaign's goals to the rest of my team. To prevent this from happening again, I dedicated more time to understanding the target audience and their needs. I also made sure to communicate the campaign's goals and strategy clearly with my team and encouraged feedback and collaboration. As a result of this failure, I learned the importance of thorough research and effective communication in digital marketing campaigns. Moving forward, I implemented these lessons, and the next campaign I worked on had significantly better results. This is an excellent answer that shows that you can acknowledge your failure, but also show you learned from it and made change to improve yourself. It also highlights your ability to reflect on your mistakes and take action to prevent similar failures in the future. Now let's move on to example answer number 2. Tell me about a time you failed. One time I was working with a potential client who I thought was interested in our product. I spent a lot of time preparing a pitch and doing extensive research on the client's needs, wants, and expectations. During the meeting, I failed to establish a clear understanding of their requirements and ended up presenting the wrong product. As a result, the client lost interest and the deal fell through. However, I learned a valuable lesson from this experience that helped me grow as a sales professional. I realized the importance of asking the right questions and actively listening to the client's needs to ensure that I'm presenting the right product. After that incident, I started focusing more on building relationships with clients, asking more targeted questions, and ensuring that I fully understood their needs before proposing any solutions. This approach helped me successfully close several deals and build long-term relationships with clients. In conclusion, while failure can be disappointing, it can also provide valuable opportunities for growth and learning. It's important to take ownership of any failures, learn from them, and use these experiences to improve and become a better professional. This is a great answer that demonstrates your ability to reflect on a failure and use it as a learning experience. Let's move on to example answer number 3. Tell me about a time you failed. In the past, I had a customer who was unhappy with the service they received from our company. Despite my best efforts to resolve the issue, including offering discounts and refunds, the customer remained dissatisfied. I realized that I had not fully listened to their concerns and had not taken the time to understand the root cause of the issue. As a result of this failure, I took immediate action to improve my customer service skills. I sought feedback from my supervisor, read customer service articles and books, and attended training sessions. I also made a conscious effort to listen to my customers more attentively, ask probing questions, and follow up with them to ensure their satisfaction. In the end, my efforts paid off, and I was able to turn a negative customer experience into a positive one. The customer was impressed with my dedication to resolving their issue and even left a positive review about our company. This experience taught me that failure is not something to be afraid of, but rather an opportunity to learn and improve. As a customer service professional, it's important to take ownership of mistakes and demonstrate a commitment to customer satisfaction. This is a top-scoring answer that demonstrates your ability to handle difficult customer situations and turn a negative experience into a positive one. So, the next thing I want you to do is head straight to megainterview.com, and you can find more than 10,000 free job interview questions and answers for any job position you're looking for. You will also find more information about writing a resume and cover letter, and also job search advice and career advancement tips that will put you ahead of the competition. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button so that we can help you and other candidates pass their job interviews. And do not forget to like the video. By liking the video, you let us know that you like the interview questions and answers given, and it also motivates us to create more content. Thank you so much for watching, and I wish you all the best with passing your next job interview.